Here with the senior defensive back Richard Torres with the Warrior football team. Hey Richard, season opener versus Colorado coming up. How's the team looking?
We're coming along. We just finished our fall camp, and there's some guys who's injured in the beginning, so only recently we started getting the whole starting lineup together on offense and defense, and it's good to see everybody coming around, and I'm excited because it looks like we can do some good things this year. It's a great honor for me to be named team captain. It's just humbling to know that that I have my teammates' respect like that, and whatnot. So, I just hope that I can live up to the expectations. I try to be as best of a leader as I possibly can. Football was my first love. Growing up, my father was a football, wrestling, and judo coach, but football was always our thing. Like when I was a little kid, I used to sit on his lap as a baby and just watch the whole NFL game with him, and everything was always football, football, football for me. Wrestling is what I love to do also, but football is my first love. I remember my freshman year, first time I got to run down on a kickoff, it was like first college game, the crowd was going crazy and I was a little nervous, and I just remember flying down on the kickoff just trying to hit somebody. So that's the best feeling, the most memorable moment I ever had playing over here. The first game I got to play on special teams, at first I was only on maybe I was actually only starting on one of the special teams. I was only starting on kickoff, but then, due to some injuries during the game and whatnot, I ended up on all four. And from then on, I realized that, I actually have a shot to play at this level, and so it kind of fueled the fire for me to work harder and harder every year. Usually when we run out the tunnel, like some fans and some of the, I know some of the players will just look at me like, hey, you're a little too little to be playing football. And I just smile and laugh. And I remember one of the fans was looking at me like, hey, you're a little too small to be on the football field, sir. It's just a smile, because once the ball is snapped and we're on the field, that don't matter. I feel like my play will speak for itself. I have like a few safeties who I usually go on YouTube to watch some of their highlights. The main one is Bob Sanders. He's only 5'8", but he plays like he's 6 feet. He comes down reckless. He hits hard. He can jump. He's fast, and he's a great leader in the secondary. And so I tend to watch a lot of his highlights, try to be like him. I'm a family resources major, and then after college, I hope to get my master's degree, and then try to get into counseling. With the little spare time I have, I love to just go back to the North Shore side, get a home-cooked meal, and just really relax at the beach and just chill in the water, really. One thing people probably wouldn't know about me is that I can actually cook pretty well. I make a pretty mean spaghetti, even though it's pretty easy, but I also can cook some salmon pretty well and make some fancy dishes, so I'm a little chef right there too. The one thing that I couldn't live without would have to be my family. Without them, I don't think I'd be able to be where I am today, and when I've accomplished any of the things I have, my ups and downs have always been there, and so they're the most important thing to me.